Hey guys, back for another Terraria episode. We've got a lot of stuff to do today because we just finished Wall of Flesh fight in the last episode, and now everything is different. I think you saw earlier that, of course, we have the Hallowed now that's layered directly on top of our jungle. This is cool. And we've got a new Crimson that goes all the way to Hell this time instead of just on the surface. We also did the dungeon yesterday, so today's first order of business is going to be building some biome blocker to save the ocean on this side. I'm also going to have to build another biome blocker to save the ocean on this side, because I want to make sure the shimmer is uncorrupted. The Hallow should protect it, but just in case it doesn't, I'm still going to build a biome blocker. So, yeah, probably a good time to actually go over what a biome blocker is. Oh, that was a satisfying quick stack you saw there. I just hit quick stack and everything went away. So, I guess actually I will do some basic inventory sorting. This is short enough that I won't bother cutting out here. So I don't need this. Don't need this. Do I want to keep the? No, I don't. I know it's a solid weapon, but the Knight's Edge is just gonna be my best weapon for now. I'm not gonna need these anymore. I will need this. I'll actually put this up in the face because that'll help me at nighttime. I'm gonna keep the emblem for now. Keep the soul. I won't need the Hellwing bow anymore. I'm pretty much just immediately swapping off of a ranger. So I won't even need this armor set, because by the time I'm fighting the next boss, I will have completely revamped my setup again. I will be going Ranger for the next boss, actually, so never mind, I'm not switching off Ranger. But I will be, not using Ranger for my general purpose. So, yeah, we also got a Wall of Flesh trophy, which is appetizing. So, yeah, I think I'm going to sell this armor, just because, yeah, it's not useful to me anymore. I can grab my 2 summons, and we're off. So, what do I need? I need a lot of ropes. I need a lot of ropes for this. You'll see why once we get there, but it takes. I'm just gonna use all of the gold that I got from selling those items on ropes, just to make sure that I have enough. So, I suppose the higher priority is the beach village, because that's closer to a crimson. Even though it isn't a deep crimson, it is a crimson, so I should probably get right on protecting this. So, I think I'll make my biome blocker right here. So, oh wait, this is a tough decision, because, I'm gonna increase my digging speed by a huge amount in a second. Actually, yeah, I think that I'm gonna skip making the biome blocker for a couple nights and hope that it will not spread too far in those couple nights. So, once you reach hard mode, there's, like, a thing that you gotta do at the beginning, where, so now that we have a hammer, well, you can read the description there, strong enough to destroy demon altars. If you ever tried to break a demon altar before in this world, it wouldn't have worked. But now that we have a hammer that's strong enough, we can actually break them. And breaking them actually spawns better ores. So, yeah, we're gonna break a bunch of demon altars and then go on a new mining expedition. So, it's kind of neat just the way that that's set up, so you have to go on a mining expedition and then go on another one later on in the game. I always like that. Do I have my? Yeah, I do, okay. So I'll leave one unbroken just in case I ever need to craft something with it again. There's a possessed armor. Possessed armors are pretty annoying enemies to handle because they're actually not that annoying, but for right now they are quite annoying because we just hit hard mode, so we're really underpowered right now. I'm not seeing any demon altars around. This might actually be kind of not very many in this cave. Yeah, there's no demon altars in this cave. I guess we'll head back around to the other side. There was another crimson over here. Is there another cave here? No, there's no extra caves in this one, so looks like I'll head over to this cave. Oh, there's 2 caves on this side, so there's definitely going to be some demon altars there. I like to usually break, I think, like, some number in the teens of demon altars. Supposedly you get diminishing returns for each demon altar that you break, so there's no point in breaking, like, every one in your world or something like that, but, you do want to break enough that you get a good amount of every ore. So, yeah, I'll see you over at the Crimson. You can see now that the Crimson has spread quite a bit faster, like, and just, you saw it, I saw it spread a block just there in front of me, that's, yeesh. So I'm gonna have to build a biome blocker on this side pretty soon too, but the, living tree here will act as, like an early warning system where I can let the Crimson spread to the tree because the tree is a natural biome blocker. I don't know, is there nothing down here too? You can tell where demon altars are because they're glowing, and the lack of glowing tells me that there's nothing down here. Earthlings are really annoying. Alright. Okay, there's one. So, you can see now. Hammer. Hammer time. Palladium. Palladium is not my favorite. Mithril. I do actually like Mithril more than Orichalcum. Titanium. Titanium, I prefer Adamantite over Titanium, but I can just shimmer that into Adamantite. So, you can see here, we spawn Wraiths. Wraiths are a common nighttime enemy once you're in hard mode, but when you break a Demon Altar, it also spawns Wraiths. So, just get combat ready after you break them. So, there's some more Demon Altars up in the ceiling here, so I'm gonna head over to those, and then actually, I'll see you after I finish breaking all these Demon Altars, because it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again, so, yeah, see you in a bit. Oh, hey, I found a heart crystal down here, that's kind of neat. How many hearts am I at now? 360, so just, oh wait, I need 2 more for max health, and then 1 more for a heart lantern. Alright, so, someday I'll get to max health, I swear. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Alright, so, well, I look at the chat. How many did I break? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'll head down 1 more Crimson Cave, so I can break a couple more, and then I'll get mining. I don't really care about the 3 gold that I lost, it's only 3 gold. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Again. Alright, back to the next, Crimson Cave. Oh, interesting, like, there's a regular cave leading into the Crimson Cave, that's kind of neat. By the way, I'm sure you've noticed, but these, Herplings are dealing, like, over 100 damage, which is more than a third of my health in a single attack. And they move fast, and they can hit you again quickly, so, you really just gotta be extremely careful handling, hard mode enemies once you make it here. Of course, once we have, better equipment, because we're gonna get some good stuff pretty soon once we break all these ores. But, before we get all those ores, we are very weak. Is that? Oh, this is Pearlstone right here. So if I break this, you can see Pearlstone. So that's actually the Hallow. I believe the Hallow... Oh, the Hallow might actually travel this way through the world. So it looks like it didn't interfere with my jungle too much, which is nice. So the Hallow is the purity, even though it spreads just like an evil does. The evil is the evil. I'll probably head down here and break as many demon altars as I can, even though it's not like all that important since I've pretty much broken as many as I need now. Oh, there's another heart crystal down here. I kind of regret not coming down these caves earlier, actually. I would have been up a couple hundred health. Not a couple hundred. Just a couple health. So, 380. So the demon altar. Demon altar. I've probably gone overkill on the demon altars now, because, oh, there's another heart crystal down there. That's the last one I need for 400 health. That's pretty nice. And just as soon as I finish the hard crystals, we're going to be going up to 500 health soon enough. So you can see this gastropod, this is, and all of this white stone. This white stone is characteristic of the Hallow now. So, yeah, there's the last life crystal we need, that's nice. These enemies are pretty dangerous, so I've gotta try and stay away from them as much as I can. By the way, the reason why I made a Knight's Edge, even though I knew that I was going to be using a Hellwing Bow for the fight, for the Wall of Flesh fight, is because of these enemies. So, the Hellwing Bow is not very good against individual enemies since it has such a widespread shot. Oh, you can see the mechanic moved in where the guide used to live because of the, you can see the mechanic moved in where the guide used to be because the guide died when I tossed the guide voodoo doll. It's kind of funny. Apparently my torches weren't. Okay. So, this looks pretty good. It's time to get mining. So I'm gonna grab a miner potion, spelunker potion. I'll just grab them all because I'm probably gonna need multiple trips. Odds are I'm gonna die while I'm down there anyway. So, anything else I need? Do I have like shine potion? No shine potions? Okay. It's probably enough. Alright. So, do I have any? I don't. Okay. So, yeah. Buff up. So if I check the chat here again, you, by the way, hit right enter to open the chat. So I believe palladium, yeah, palladium is our new low tier ore. So palladium is this bright orange stuff. It's a little bit hard to see palladium. It looks very similar to the other ores. You can see on the left side of the screen there's a greenish ore. That is our mithril, actually. But I can't mine mithril until I have a palladium pickaxe. So yeah, I'll probably get to mining. Oh, there's another palladium patch over there. So, by the way, you notice here how I'm mining. I find it that the best way to get all of these ores is right after you finish breaking all the demon altars, just go right to your elevator and then just fall down and look at all the ores on the sides. So that ends up being a nice and quick and easy way to do it. Another way that's a bit more difficult, but also has more ore, is you can just go down the jungle. Because if you remember, the jungle is very prosperous when it comes to ore. So if you can find your way over there and not get annihilated by all the enemies, then you can find quite a bit of ore. Though, of course, the reason I don't do that is because once you get to hard mode, all the enemies are tougher. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to get a second imp from the table after I died. Okay. 68 ore. I think I need like maybe 70 something, so I'll probably break these last two patches, and then I will head back to the surface and see how much I need. So yeah, this is looking pretty nice right now. I'll see you guys in a second once I'm back at the surface. Alright, I'm back at the surface. I actually had an idea. The hard mode ores are actually immune to bombs, but I can use the bombs to break over to them, so I'll bring all the explosives with me. So that should speed up the mining slightly, but yeah, so here's palladium, craft a bunch. I didn't actually finish mining out both of the segments, I just went, this is enough. So, by the way, the drill says very fast speed, while the pickaxe says only fast speed, but you should still get the pickaxe, because the pickaxe, I don't remember what it was, but something about the way that the pickaxe is coded just makes it objectively better than the drill in pretty much every situation. Also, it has more range, and range is very nice. Probably sell that in a second. So, I don't remember how much. Oh, I have an idea. So, I'm gonna actually consult the wiki for a moment to see exactly how much of each ore type I need. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, okay, I'm back. I did some calculation on the Google calculator. So I need 60 mithril ore, and I'm gonna need 246 titanium ore. I mean, yeah, 246 titanium ore. So that titanium is gonna be quite a nuisance. By the way, you can see here with the trap vision, I can see that this is a boulder trap. You step on it, if it hits you, it's gonna hit like a truck. Do not let it hit you. You know, like, I would probably survive that, but even just for a demonstration, I would not want to get hit by that, so I just avoided it, you know? So, it's very useful to have the spyglass, so if you can at all manage to get it, I strongly recommend that you do. Oh, there's another life crystal. Suddenly the life crystals are everywhere now, I don't need them. So I found a little cave offshoot. I'm just kind of wandering around, hoping that I'll see some mithril. There's a tiny bit there, but I feel like it would be a waste of my time to stop for such a small patch. This one, though, there's a big patch over there, so I'll head over to that. I don't know what this 3-block tunnel is. Oh, I must have mined some palladium here a second ago. So, yeah, this is a very nice ore patch that I will be mining. By the way, I can toss a bomb so you can see. The bombs don't actually work on these ores. So, yeah, I'll be digging this out, and then I'll head... Oh, there's another one up the top left. Right. I know my lesson, right? So there's another one at the top right of the screen. Is that a spider over there? There might be a spider biome to the right of me. No, it's a bat. Okay, I can see, like, the shadow of something in front of the pots. So, oh, we're actually we only need one more ore from the, patch over here. So I'll mine the one... Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna consult the wiki and see you guys in a sec again. Ah, okay. I miscalculated. I forgot that I need to make an anvil, so I'm actually gonna need 100 mithril ore, so that's a bit more. I'm hoping... No, this won't be enough, so I'm gonna have to find one more ore patch after this. So, I'll see you guys at that ore patch. And here it is. That was very fast. So, once I get to 100, because, so for the palladium, you just need a pickaxe, right? For mithril, you need a pickaxe, but you also need to make an anvil. Actually, I'll get 5, so I can have, like, a spare bar and a spare ore, just so I can have, like, a marker in my chest system. But, so when you make the mithril, you can't actually make anything out of the mithril bars until you have an anvil. So you have to make an anvil first, and then that will be the upgrade to your anvil. And then you can start making mithril things. So I'm going to want mithril pickaxe, bop, and we're already gone. The palladium pickaxe is already useless to us. So I'll actually get rid of both my old pickaxes. I don't need these anymore. I don't need the anvil either. This might actually be a good time to sort my inventory. No, I've got enough inventory space. So I'm going to head down, and I'm going to actually see you guys in hell, because the best place to find titanium is right above the bottom of the world. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're about to hit hell right now. You can see by the amount of lava around me. So I'm going to drink my second Spelunker potion. And you can see the white ore to the side of my screen. I almost died from a single enemy. And there's a bunch of ichor stickers. I gotta dig underground, like, immediately. Okay, so, underground Crimson is actually a very dangerous place, so I'm probably gonna try and leave this area as soon as I can, so I don't have to lose my potion effects from dying. But you can see this titanium ore. It looks actually very similar to iron. Does it look similar to iron? It looks very similar to some kind of ore. I don't remember which. Oh, I think it's tungsten that it looks most similar to, but, so the enemies in the underground Crimson, or Corruption if you're in a corrupt world, are extremely difficult, and you want to stay away from them as much as you possibly can. Namely, the ichor stickers. So, they're at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you guys recognize them, but what they do is they shoot you. And they don't shoot you for that much damage, but when they do shoot you, it just takes off 30 from your defense. You look at my defense, 27. If I get hit by that, I am defenseless. It is all gone. Oh, there's also floaty growths. They can flip through walls. So I will be stabbing this one. You can also find Crimson Axes. I don't understand why Crimson Axes exist. I mean, like, they're not all that threatening because you can knock them so easily. This looks like a TNT moment because I want to get those two, titanium ore, so I'm gonna have to drain out the lava. There's also a Soul of Night over there that I want. These floated grosses aren't very threatening either since you can knock them away so easily. It's really the ichor stickers and the herplings that you gotta worry about. I don't actually even know if herplings spawn underground, but yeah, if you do see a herpling, stay away. Herplings and ichor stickers. Oh, there's a soul up there. I mean, oh yeah, okay. I see a herpling down there. Herplings definitely do spawn underground. So, you really just want to be a non-combatant so early on in hard mode. So I'll grab this, and I think I will actually dig up around to get these souls. So I'll see you guys once I have those. Alright, the lava's drained. I can grab these souls. I know I'm kind of wasting my potion time doing this, but the souls are useful enough that I don't think going out of my way to get them. So, I remember seeing a humongous number of enemies over here, so I'm just gonna avoid that area and head down some more. Honestly, it might be better for me to actually just go straight to hell, because, in hell at least, I don't have to deal with the Crimson enemies. The Crimson enemies stay in their biome at least, so it might be good for me to be skimming the bottom of the world that way. But I will grab whatever titanium I see on the way down, because of course, what do I need? I need 246 ore, which is quite a bit. What do I need? I'm thinking of how I'm setting this up. I'm thinking that we're going for an Onyx Blaster for this next boss. So the Onyx Blaster is just a big shotgun. It's pretty nice. Melee doesn't have any good options right now. I mean, it's got, like, okay options, but it doesn't have good options. The Onyx Blaster, however, is easy to get and very good, so I will probably be getting that. So the Onyx Blaster, you craft it actually by buying a shotgun off of the arms dealer, because now that it's hard mode, oh, we got a beam sword. Interesting. The beam sword isn't actually my best weapon. It is a ranged melee weapon, which is kind of nice, but, honestly, it just doesn't do that much damage, so I'm not going to bother using it. The Knight's Edge has more swings. Like, it kind of swings twice per swing if you look at the visual. But because of that double swing, it ends up doing more damage per second than most of the other early hard mode weapons you can get. So right now, I'm just going to run away from this Crimson, because once we're in the regular underground, then it'll be a lot safer. So, yeah. So, you can see here now, I'm just, like, running along the bottom, I mean the top of hell, bottom of the world, and I can see that there are some ores around, so this is probably the safest way to go about getting titanium when you have no equipment. Another nice thing is that there are bats down here, and those bats actually have a chance to drop some accessory that I'm going to need later. It's called Magma Stone, I believe, so if you do get a Magma Stone, that's pretty nice. So, oh, I just ran out of potions, so I'll probably just mine and then see you guys afterwards, because this is going to get very repetitive, just skimming along the bottom of the world like this. So, yeah, see you guys in a bit. Oh, slime is falling. Well, I'll ignore that, because, we already killed the king slime, so I don't really need to kill it again. Oh wait, no, I do need to kill it again, because I don't have a slime mount. I just checked out a potion. Do I want to slime out more, or do I want to use my potion more? That's a tough decision, because, so, the first time I killed the king slime, I think I accidentally sold the slime mount or something like that, because normally when you kill a king slime, you get a slime mount, and then you use that to help you fall faster. Oh, there's Hallow here. I'm too close to a bunch of evil biomes, so I'm just gonna mirror home and deal with the slime rain. Oh, by the way, you can see the 8 ichor. That is from the dead ichor stickers. I didn't kill them myself. They just died in pools of lava. So, yeah, we've got 122 titanium ore, by the way. The first thing you need to do before you can actually use the titanium ore is you actually have to make a titanium forge. So, that's that. And then, I believe that's everything I'm going to be doing with titanium for now. I mean, I could try to make some armor, but I don't think I can make the full set. I'd rather not swap off my hellstone right now. So, probably a good time to block in my NPCs. I don't want them going out getting hurt from all these slimes. Oh, my merchant's almost dead. Can't believe he almost died to a slime. That's crazy. Alright, so, I'll cut out and cut back in once we see the king slime, because this is just, you know, sit around, kill slimes until something interesting happens. Oh, there we go, king slime. So, where is it? Oh, so there. It'll teleport to me in a second, so I'll pretty much just sit here and wait for it. There it is. So, the bosses don't actually get any harder in hard mode. The regular enemies do, but the bosses don't. So this is going to be trivial right now, because I've got Wall of Flesh tier stuff, and this is the first boss in the game. So, once I finish killing this... Oh, actually, I just realized that I probably should be really focusing on the ores, because I completely forgot that I was supposed to be rushing on the ore to try and stop the crimson from spreading as fast as possible. Alright, so, yeah. I'll get back down into the cave and start working on ores. Now that the king slime is dead, the slime rain should stop any moment now. Yeah, there it is. So, yeah, I'll open this, because there it is, slimy saddle. So, the nice thing about the mount, the slimy saddle, is that when you use your mount, you actually, when you use the slimy saddle specifically, you fall, I think, at triple speed. So that's really handy for getting to hell with, because you can, of course, fall at triple speed. So, yeah, I'm going down. Where's my titanium? I need, what? I think I used 30 on the forge, so I need 216 now. So yeah, I'll get back working. Alright, this is Crimson. I'm gonna head past the Crimson, and then I'll use one of my pots. Actually, I haven't explored this side of Hell yet. That's kind of interesting. I usually only even bother exploring one side of Hell, because you don't really need both sides. You just need a bridge, and that is really all. There's nothing else important to do down here. Hell is kind of like the midpoint of the game, where you go down, you come up, and then the world is different, and then, well, you never go down again. Unless, except of course for this specific scenario where you mine titanium. You can also do, of course, this works approximately the same way for the other ores. So like if you get cobalt, then you mine cobalt instead of palladium. If you get orichalcum, you orichalcum instead of mithril, and then adamantite instead of titanium. We're actually getting ores pretty quickly. I already have 105 ore, and I used 30 already on the thing, so I need like 216, and we're about halfway there. These houses are getting kind of annoying because they're kind of in the way, but it's not too bad. I don't have any neat tricks to get around these houses. You kind of have to just put up with them. There's some more titanium. You don't want to be absolutely the bottom, like bottom, because when you're in hell, actually, you don't see that many ore spawns. You want to be just above the bottom. Usually, sometimes, well, not usually and sometimes. I find it very often, but I don't expect it to be in every world. You find a minecart track that's near the bottom of the world, and you can just ride that. And that's usually very good for finding a whole lot of ores, because, well, it's a minecart track, so it'll take you a very long distance, and since it's right next to where all the ores spawn, you tend to find a lot of them there. So, yeah, I'll keep on mining, and then I'll talk to you guys if anything interesting happens. Oh, hey, there's a mimic up there. So if you look over here, there's a chest, but it's not on flat ground. Chests don't build that way. When you see a chest that's built that way, that means it's a mimic. Once you're in hard mode, you can find mimics. You can't find them before hard mode. So, mimics, they look like chests, and then once you stab them, they become enemies. Mimics can drop, well, there's one item I need from a mimic, which is a Titan glove. So I'm really hoping that this drops it. Ah, okay. This game just really wants me to be a mage in this world. There's another mage weapon. This is actually a solid enough mage weapon that you could really just go for mage. I really could just go for mage in this next fight. But honestly, I've never been a fan of mage, and I don't have the mage accessories either, so it wouldn't really be worth it for me. Oh, meteorite, neat. Oh right. That's a kind of weird thing. Sometimes if you find a chest that's generated really near hell, it'll actually have, like, content similar to a hell chest. So technically you could get meteorite armor before you even fight a boss. So that would be kind of interesting, actually. Oh, by the way, I completely ignored the meteorite. Remember, I think it's in the snow biome somewhere. It's like about here. It's a meteorite. So if you mine the meteorite, you can make meteorite armor, space gun, all that stuff. Meteorite armor is for mages. That's a pretty easy setup because once you have meteorite armor, it actually makes the space gun take no mana to fire. So it's probably the lowest effort mage setup in the entire game. But I just don't use it because the Hellwing bow is so much better against the Wall of Flesh. Probably be heading a little higher up. It's just not very open right now. Sometimes what I'll do is, if I'm feeling lazy, is I'll just skim the bottom of hell until I see something that looks like a cave that opens up to the bottom. And once I see a cave, then I'll head up the cave instead of just, you know, digging straight through. Nothing up here. Nothing up here. Just continuing to check, so I'll see you guys if something interesting happens again. Alright, okay, so that is the last of the titanium I have no idea where that 41 gold came from, dang. But that's the last titanium I needed, so now I can get crafting on bar. Wait, no, I'm not gonna. This is a tough decision. I think that I will make titanium armor right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make full titanium, but I'm going to shimmer it later. I'm not going to be using titanium for the bosses. I'm just going to be using titanium for general travel, so I'll make a melee titanium set. Wait, do I not have enough what? Does titanium take more to make an armor set out of than, wiki time. See you guys in a sec again. Alright, it appears that the wiki has bamboozled me, and actually I need a little bit more bars. So there we go. Now I can make the titanium legs. And this is my new armor set. So if you see there, I just jumped up like crazy amount of armor. So look at this. This was my last set, 31. 55. That's a huge boost. So yeah. I'm looking much better right now. I'll quickly organize my inventory and see you guys in a second. Okay, so I just realized that actually instead of getting a new pickaxe, what I should have done is just bought a whole lot of dynamite and used dynamite instead of a pickaxe. So I think actually I will be doing that, where I dynamite out the biome blockers instead of using a pickaxe. Of course, dynamite isn't exactly like an elegant solution, but it'll make a hole and it'll make it wide enough pretty quickly. Because if you use a pickaxe to make the biome blocker, you have to like use the pickaxe multiple times just to make the hole wide enough, because just a 2-block hole isn't enough of a biome block, you need more. So I think that actually TNT is going to be the way to go here. So I guess I'll start bombing it out. So the major like biome blocker part isn't actually all that interesting to make right now. Really all I have to do right here is just make another hellhole, and I believe it has to be 6 wide. So yeah. I'm gonna start tossing sticks of dynamite like it's nobody's business. Oh yeah, by the way, nice thing about the titanium armor set, what it does is actually when you hit enemies, you get shards around you, and those shards deal damage. It's kind of like Melody. So I make Clash Royale content, right? And then if you watch my Clash Royale content, you probably watch this content. And if you watch this content, you probably play Clash Royale. If you play Clash Royale, you probably play Brawl Stars. So I'm assuming I can make a Melody reference. So this is pretty much, you turn into Melody from Brawl Stars when you have titanium armor on, and you can just, you annihilate things that are near you. Except of course in Terraria, this is a boss fighting game, so you don't spend all that much time near bosses, so it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it functions. Toss a stick of TNT here. So really what we need is just a 6 wide gap all the way down to hell. Toss a stick here. So we're gonna have to do this quite a number of times, especially given the number of evil biomes that we have in this world. So it is gonna be a lot of bombing. So I'll see you guys once I'm in hell. All right. I finished draining out all of the lava. That was a thoroughly miserable process because there were so many humongous lava pools I had to get around. But, okay, so now that the hellhole is done, you get back to the top, and once you're at the top, you place ropes all the way to the bottom. The reason for these I should probably clean out my inventory. So the reason for the ropes is because, so if you remember over here, so the reason why there's a tall part here is because these crimson vines can actually reach across and break the biome blocker. So you need ropes to actually block any vines that could possibly cross the biome blocker. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be just getting ropes and place them all the way down. I suppose if you don't want to, actually, you can just use some other block. But I prefer ropes. I want to make sure actually that this will go all the way down though, because I need to make sure that whatever height coordinate I choose is something that can hit all the way to the bottom. I should probably align it with these. All right, so I'm gonna head down to near the bottom and then align it with the thinnest point. because I want to make sure that this will actually get to the top, you know? So, I'm falling down here, and then I guess I'll see you guys once I hit that obsidian thing. Alright, so here's the obsidian, and then I will place, because I specifically made this obsidian tunnel part more than wide enough, so as long as I just align it with this wall, then it'll be fine. So the nice thing about ropes is that if you just hold click on the rope itself, it will continuously place just as long as there's space at the bottom. So I don't actually have to go all the way to the bottom here in order to finish placing the rope. And you can see now it stopped placing, so I will go down just to make sure that it did get, oh, it didn't. Okay, so, and now we're back to placing, so. I might actually descend with the rope that I'm placing just to make sure that it does actually get all the way down to the bottom. So the rope is convenient in that you don't have to, like, move your mouse to place, but you do have to make sure it gets all the way down to the bottom. You can have no gaps or else something might get through. And so, well, this is a very inconvenient process. If you remember, that's why I said that usually when I am faced with something where I have to do this, instead of, you know, actually doing it, what I do is I just, instead of actually doing it, what I do is just beat the game faster so I don't have to deal with it later. So, I'll see you guys once I either reach hell or something interesting happens. Alright, there we go. So I got the rope all the way down into the ash, and crimson can't spread through ash, so I don't have to biome block hell. So now I will head all the way back up to the surface. I'm just going to start clicking now because I'm going to have to rope my way all the way up from the obsidian tunnel all the way to the very top. So it's going to be a while. So, yeah, I'll see you guys once I reach the surface. Oh, that's very nice. Actually, I completely forgot actually that I have this thing, the bricklayer, that makes me place things faster, so I'm making much better progress right now. I might actually go back and grab a builder potion depending on how long this takes to get all the way to the top. So, yeah, that's a neat little update, but I'll see you guys later again. Oh, so you see that green text? Green text means scary. Vibrations from deep below means that there's going to be a destroyer spawn. I am woefully unprepared for the destroyer. I'll give it a shot, but the odds are very high that I'm going to die. So I believe at like 850 or so, the destroyer will spawn. Normally I like to build a ginormous arena for the destroyer, but I mean, I've got 60 seconds to try and finish it, so I'm going to finish placing this rope in, because, I mean, what's the point in trying to build an arena for something I'm going to die to anyway? So, there's the rope on the top side, and then, when you're fighting the destroyer, typically, how you want to do it is you want to be extremely high in the sky. So I think I'll use some of my ropes and just build up as high as I can in the hopes that I can get out of the mostly out of the destroyer's range. But I don't even have a ranged weapon on me, so this is like Jover. I'll buy a shotgun off of this guy just so I have like something that's ranged. Here it is, shotgun. I'm also gonna need some illegal gun parts, I think, maybe. I'm not entirely sure actually, but better to have them than not. So yeah, I'm gonna head up to the sky, and then I've got like 10 seconds to build as high as I can before the destroyer starts to get me. So the destroyer has a very difficult time getting off the ground because, of course, it's a worm type enemy. If you didn't know already, there it is. So I'm going to build my little platform here. Nice thing is that the projectiles can't actually shoot through walls. So as long as I build myself a little safe house up here, I should be relatively okay. So this is not like the way you're meant to fight the destroyer, of course. I mean, I'm building a little safe house in the sky. This is definitely not the way you're meant to do it, but since this is such short notice, I kind of have to do some funnies with this. So, my minions are going after the destroyer right now. I might actually equip my ranger emblem, because I'm not going to need to not take fall damage, so I'll do this. The ranger emblem will make it so that I do a bit more damage with my shotgun. And then, hopefully, these orbiting pieces will help me against these little drones that it's shooting out. I'm taking quite a bit of damage from the drones, but it'll be fine, question mark, maybe? You can see that it's not taking much damage at all. I'm supposed to be using an Onyx Blaster for this fight. The Onyx Blaster does splash damage. How am I doing? I am very close to dead right now. I've got regen potion on. I've got my regen band on at least, so I'm kind of tanking it slightly, sorta. The nice thing about these little drones is that they do drop health. So every time I kill one, I'm getting some hearts back. Ooh, ow, that hurt. So the destroyer itself actually shoots a lot of lasers at you. The reason why it's not shooting me so much is because I'm behind a wall this entire time. Oh, and there it goes. So, yeah, that was abysmal. I'm gonna dismantle the arena and then see you guys over at the place where I was building the biome blocker. I'm probably gonna wait. How long has it been? It's been an hour already. I think that what I'm gonna do for this episode is I'm going to build both of the biome blockers that I need to make, like one for this side and then one for the Actually, I only need the one. Oh, I need one for my spawn. I completely forgot that spawn is right next to Crimson. So I need to build one biome blocker for the home base and one biome blocker for the beach. And once that is done, I think that'll be it for this episode because I mean it's not exactly it's not a high octane episode. This is probably the slowest episode that it's been so far, aside from maybe day one. But it's just because there's some bookkeeping that needs to be done when you get to hard mode. If it makes you guys feel any better, this is the last slow episode for the rest of the series, actually, because you beat the mech bosses pretty much all at once. You don't need any extra prep in between bosses. You just need to prep enough to beat one, and then you can beat them all. And then on top of that, after that, we're going to be doing Plantera. And Plantera takes a bit of prep, but not too much, because most of the prep is done just by beating the mechs themselves. And then after Plantera is Golem. Golem is also not a very difficult boss to beat. You can actually beat Golem straight up directly after Plantera, even in expert mode. So you don't have to do any extra preparation for Golem. So it's going to be non-stop bosses after this episode. So this is kind of the last rest, I suppose I could say. There's a little ghost here. I don't actually know why the ghost... Oh, so ghosts spawn sometimes when you break tombstones, and I must have broken a tombstone because I died up in that box. So yeah, I'll see you guys over at the hellhole again. Alright, so I'm back at the hellhole. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to block myself in a little hut here, and I'm going to start placing ropes on the other side so that these ropes will travel all the way to the bottom. So I brought a builder potion, but actually I think I'm going to save it for the second one, because I'm going to try and be a bit more organized on the second time around, so it should be better spent there. So yeah, I'll see you guys once something interesting happens. If anything. Oh, hey, I found the wizard. The wizard is just a random NPC that you can find underground. You only can find him once hard mode is started. So, oh wait, actually I hit enter. But the wizard sells only mage items. I will grab a single spell tome though, right? Yes, I will. I want a single spell tome because I'm going to wait. I also want a crystal ball. Crystal ball. Yes. So the crystal ball is not all that useful. It's a crafting station and something that helps out mages. It helps out mages because it gives them I think it's some mana regeneration or something like that, or maybe magic damage, magic crit chance, some minor improvement. But the real reason I like the crystal ball is for infinite ammo. So if you have 999 times 4 of any ammo type, and well, of the base of any ammo type, you can put it in the crystal ball, and it'll actually give you back an endless thing. So like you can have. Why is this not placing? Oh, is it tiny? Wait, what? It just decided to not place anymore. Okay. Well, so if you have 4 times 999 wooden arrows, you can get infinite wooden arrows. Sadly, you can't do that with every arrow type, only wooden arrows, but you can also do it with bullets and etc. etc. So I know it's far from optimal to not use fancy bullet types, but I despise using, I just don't like consumables. So every time I possibly can, I always try to craft the infinite bullet thing and then use just regular bullets with the shotgun. Call it me nerfing myself because the game's too easy or something like that. So yeah, so this is now the fully completed biome blocker. We've got ropes all the way to hell, and no anything can really pass through here in terms of corruption. So that is the beach saved. So now, next order of business is saving the house from the crimsons on either side of it. So I'm also going to want to save myself some space for a boss arena, because I'm going to need to fight some bosses in a relatively large arena. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a space like this. That's very wide though. Do I need to be that wide? I think I might cut out a space like this and sacrifice the desert. Right, because I need to corrupt the desert for the Onyx Blaster. Okay, so I'm going to go over to this hill and then build the thing there. I'll also show you guys what a horizontal biome blocker looks like, because of course we're going to need a horizontal biome blocker for going underneath the house. I suppose I could make it at the living tree, because the living tree is a natural one. But I think I'm gonna flatten this hill and make space for a boss arena here. So then, if I want enough space for a boss arena, I probably make the biome blocker here. I think this is gonna be good. And then I should probably go... I need to go deep enough that the NPCs won't get kicked out from Crimson being below them. So I'll probably go like this deep, about. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the bottom. I will be digging this time manually instead of I'll be digging manually this time instead of like using TNT because I want to keep the space near my house relatively cleaner. Alright, I've been clearing out like the corner here, but so this is only meant to be 6 blocks wide, but sand, of course, it falls down, so I can't really dig under the sand. And since I can't dig under the sand, I've just been blasting it away with TNT. So yeah, that's something I've actually never encountered before making a biome blocker. I guess I've never tried to save the part of the desert. So this is annoying. You can see how much sand I've had to clear out here. But yeah, I've done most of the clear. I like dug far enough away from the wall that I could keep the wall looking clean, and then I just started blasting with TNT. So yeah, this is going to be the bottom side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a flat bridge all the way across, probably to about here. So I'll probably dig the other side of the hole. Will I? No, I'm going to build the horizontal part before I build the vertical part. This is kind of unfortunate that I don't have any informational accessories on me right now. Usually by this point in the game, you have like a compass and depth meter, so you can tell what X and Y position you're at in the world, and then you can use that to help you build. But I didn't manage to get a compass or a depth meter, so I don't have those things for now. I'll trigger this boulder trap so I don't oh, it was already triggered. I bet that killed me at some point in the game. I bet that killed me at some point in the world, but how am I this? Actually, it's probably a good time to take that builder potion. I just complained about not using it earlier when it was lasting really long, so I should just use it now. Alright. So I'll see you guys once I hit the horizontal distance I'm going to be digging. Alright, so just a moment ago, I finished building the U shape that I'm going to be making. So now what I'm doing is I'm making the holes 6 blocks wide, so they need to be... Actually, I don't remember if they need to be 6 blocks wide specifically. I believe 6 is enough. I don't know if it's more than enough or just enough. But I will be making mine 6 blocks wide. So, yeah. This... Actually, that Crimson Heart is kind of getting annoying. Wait, why is the light flashing? Like, you can see the light flash a little bit every time I drop a block. I don't know... I thought that was a Crimson Heart, but I guess it wasn't. I'll bring the Crimson Heart back up. So, yeah, I'll see you guys once I have finished making this all 6 blocks wide. I'm gonna do something very strange right now. So, well, first of all, actually I can't explain it because I don't even have a guide yet. I'll probably explain it after, once, maybe even in the next episode. This is just gonna be a really long housekeeping episode where I do all of the annoying stuff that needs to get done. But, what we're gonna do right now is I'm going to intentionally corrupt the desert, even faster than it normally would. Because, of course, I'm kind of like leaving the desert out to die when I don't, since I'm not covering it with my biome blocker, but there's a reason for that. I want to kill specifically corrupt mummies, which only spawn in the desert. I believe they only spawn at night. I'm not entirely sure about that one, but I need a specific drop from them, and because of that, I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to place some crimson blocks in the desert to manually corrupt it faster. Plus, since the biome blocker is pretty much already done, it's not a risk to bring the crimson this close to the house. So, yeah, I will begin the corruption. I'll just place in a couple corrupt blocks every little bit, just to make sure that everything gets nice and corrupted pretty quickly. The more surface area there is for the corrupt enemies to spawn on, the faster I'll be able to get my shard, so that will be useful for me. It is, of course, not exactly ethical to be manually planting evil across the world, but I needs me my shotgun. So I'm gonna have me my shotgun. And plant, and pop. I'll place 2 more just so I finish this little stack that I'm holding. So I'll put 1 in the bottom of the lake. Not that they spawn in the bottom of the lake, just to make it consistent. So yeah, this is going to corrupt the desert eventually, so I just want to get that started now while I'm working on the other things. Yeah, I'll I'm almost done with this part of the biome blocker. I made the entire bottom part on the right side entirely 6 blocks wide. I just need to make this left column 6 blocks wide, and then that will be done. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec again. Oh, by the way, so you don't actually have to build all these biome blockers if you don't want to. There is a way of getting around it. It's just an impermanent solution, and I hate impermanent solutions, even if it is actually much more worth your time. So once you beat one of the mechanical bosses, you're going to unlock a special gun, and this gun has an absurd range, and it can shoot through blocks. What does it do? No damage. What it does is it actually gets rid of the corruption. So you can, like, get rid of large areas of corruption just by shooting the gun. And because of that, you don't really have to build a biome blocker as long as you just go out there and shoot the gun every once in a while to make sure that the Crimson doesn't get too close to NPC houses. I just always hated that because I didn't like the concept of having to go out there every once in a while, because every time you do it, it's wasting a little bit more of your time. A permanent solution like this one requires no further upkeep. So as soon as this biome blocker is done, I never have to think about the Crimson again, which is going to be very nice. So yeah, I'll see you guys once I've finished. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm placing in these ropes. It's the exact same kind of design as the other one, where you use the ropes to stop the vines from growing. There's going to be a slightly different design for this bottom section here, but I'll talk about that when we get to it. Alright, and that is all the ropes in. So what we're going to be doing for this bottom side is we're going to be placing solid wood. I mean, you could do it with ropes, but it just looks nicer if you do it with solid blocks. But, so we're doing functionally the same thing, where we have to place a bunch of blocks along the bottom row here to make sure that you don't end up with any, like, vines growing and spreading up, or vines growing down, and then the crimson grass touching the vines that grew down and spreading up. So, I will turn off all of my movement speed accessories and do the exact same thing I did with the Hell Bridge, where I just walk along. Oh, I don't have a building potion. I do have a building potion on. Why isn't this working? This should be placing exactly the same speed that I walk. Do I have movement speed on? Something is giving me movement speed, and I don't know what it is. Because I should be placing exactly as fast as I'm walking right now. Damage, damage. Oh, I have my Spectre boots on, of course. Okay. I put on my Feral Claws just so I have. Oh. Oh. Well, apparently I was one tap. Well, see you guys in a sec. So, yeah, I'll probably get to building right about. Oh, that really sucks. Okay, so since I died, I lost my builder potion. Oh, there's a mimic down here. That's nice. I'm hoping for Titan Glove again. Titan Glove, Titan Glove, Titan Glove. Give me Titan Glove. Grappling hook. I mean, it is a better grappling hook, it's just not the one that I need. Oh wait, I threw the heart instead of spawning it. Okay. So, yeah, I'll get back to placing. It's abysmally dark right now because I don't have the, I don't have my magluminescence on anymore. We got a fast clock dropping from one of the wraiths. Fast clocks are useful for, not individually useful. It's like the Nazar, where it'll craft something useful later. I don't actually know if I'm going to be making an Ankh shield in this run, but it is like kind of a neat little thing to get if we do end up getting it. Alright, finally. So that is the biome blocker completely, almost completely finished. I had to finish working on the hellhole, because of course, I accidentally paved over that while I was building the biome blocker. So here, I do have to add a bit of extra security, because now that there is a biome blocker here, I'm going to add some ropes in so that no vines can grow up through this little hole. I'll probably add some ropes here just to make sure that no vines can grow down into the hole either. So there, absolute security. So now, the rest of this world, I don't have to worry about the Crimson doing Crimson things. The Crimson can spread all the way up to this box and actually all the way over. The Hallow and the Crimson will actually roughly cancel each other out here. That's why I'm not building a biome blocker along this area here. And then this biome blocker will save my ocean, and of course the Hallow will save this side of the world. The Hallow will probably spread all the way to the ocean here, but I don't mind that too much because the Hallow is not actually as hard to deal with as the Crimson, and since it doesn't kick out my NPCs, I don't mind it too much. So yeah, that is that for the biome blockers. But we're not done yet. There's still one more thing that we gotta do in this episode, and that would be finishing the pylon setup. So I've got some relatively specific spots that I like to have my NPCs set up, so I'm going to work on that right now. Wait, no, I won't. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort my inventory, and then I'm going to head over and find the shimmer, because the shimmer is a very important thing to find. Okay, finally, everything is all done. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head over to where the shimmer will be. So of course I don't actually know where it is yet, but I do know approximately where it will be. It's kind of something you get from experience, but the first thing you know about it, it's always going to be on the side of the jungle, so opposite of the side of the dungeon. So you go from the dungeon, the jungle, and of course since I've got a pylon, I'm using that to get over. But you're going to go from the jungle all the way up to the beach. Not quite at the beach, just right next to it. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. Alright, we're here. So this is the beach on the side of the jungle. So what you're going to do is you're going to go a little bit past the beach to find the nearest point where the sand meets the grass. So that would be about here on this world. And then you can dig straight down from there, but I usually like to find a convenient spot to dig. So in this world, that'd probably be out here. I want to get the water away, so I'm draining the water a little bit. But so you're going to dig down straight from here, and preferably what you would do is you would have a spelunker pot on you, but I'm out of spelunker pots, so I'm just going to dig down with no pot. So what this, basically you're looking for, I think it's called the ether biome. It's where you find the shimmer. So it's going to be, the entire background will become like starry and black, and there's like a bright white liquid there. And that bright white liquid is going to be very useful for crafting stuff. So actually, what I can do in that bright white liquid is I can decraft my armor into bars, decraft the bars into ore, and change the ore into adamantite. So I can do some crazy stuff with that. So yes, I will be doing that as soon as I find it. I'll also be building NPC houses down there, which is why I've decided that now is the time that I'm going to be looking for it. By the way, one of the best, so remember what I said a second ago, you probably want to be down here with a spelunker pot. The reason why you want a spelunker potion is because when you find the shimmer, there are actually like long tunnels on either side of it. So one of the best ways to find the shimmer actually is to look for the pots that tend to lie in those tunnels. So if you see a long line of pots in a row, that means that that's where the shimmer entrance is. So with the spelunker potion, of course, that will allow you'll be able to see those potions glowing through walls, so you'll be able to see the entrance to the shimmer extremely clearly. So that is a very handy thing to have. I think that actually once I've finished digging this hole, I probably will actually manually craft a spelunker potion just to make sure that I don't miss it accidentally. So the shimmer can spawn really anywhere in this entire column here, so it can take a little while. And if you get unlucky, actually, it can spawn all the way over to, like, near the jungle. So it can spawn in a large number of areas, but, I mean, it's useful enough that I would like to find it. Oh, this is it. This is definitely it. Oh, it's to the right of me. Interesting. Yeah, you can see that this is much too straight of a cave to generate normally. And here it is. This is the shimmer. So, by the way, don't fall in. It'll do funny things to you if you fall in. So, do your best not to fall in. But, so, you can't actually build an NPC house in the shimmer, but you can build an NPC house near the shimmer. So, I will be doing that right now. I'm probably going to build, wait, actually, I gotta check my spreadsheet. Alright, spreadsheet acquired. I need 3 NPCs down here. I need the Tinkerer, Mechanic, and Dye Trader. So I'm going to be building a 3-house thing down here. So I'll probably build it, like, I'll make this go away and I'll build it around here. Alright, the NPC houses for this area are finally done. By the way, if you want to know about the spreadsheet, the NPCs that are supposed to live down here are the Mechanic, Dye Trader, and Gabo Tinkerer. The reason I have the Dye Trader down here is because their prices don't really matter. I mean, it's entirely cosmetic anyway. The reason I have the Mechanic down here is actually just to make the Tinkerer happy. The Mechanic hates being underground, but the Tinkerer is a greedy man, so he's going to take a lot of your money. So you want to make the Tinkerer as happy as humanly possible, so it'll take slightly less of your money. But since I have a happy NPC down here, I can grab a cavern pylon, and now I can teleport straight from home to the shimmer. Alright. By the way, the reason why I have this door raised up is so that the NPCs can't get out, but I can get in and out easily. You'll also find that NPCs underground will have like special gem animals near them. Anyway, I'm going to actually shimmer off all my armor now because it is time for me to start working on getting adamantite stuff because I like adamantite more than titanium. So I'll toss all this in the shimmer, and actually I think I'll show you guys what it looks like when you jump in the shimmer yourself. So yeah, I'll just do a quick dip in the water. And then when you jump in the shimmer, actually you become intangible, and you'll just fall straight through. So we get to sit like this until we find a cave. And then once you find a cave, you get spit out. Sometimes actually you just get dropped straight in lava, which is always a fun experience. But yeah, so you typically don't want to be jumping down in the shimmer like that because it's pretty much just asking to get dumped in lava. Of course, odds are you won't get dumped in lava, but on the chance that you do, you would rather that not. Oh, I forgot to. All right, I forgot to shimmer my adamantite ore into. I forgot to shimmer my titanium ore into adamantite. But at least I have a quick travel now. Another nice thing about this is that since this is so close to the beach, I essentially have a quick travel point to both beaches of the world. So there we go. I shimmered the titanium, it became adamantite. So now I can mirror home and make myself adamantite stuff. By the way, if you have adamantite in your world, you don't need to shimmer it. If you shimmer it, it will become something objectively worse. So it's always better to, in my opinion, it's better to shimmer your titanium into adamantite, or if you have adamantite, just don't shimmer anything at all. So the difference between adamantite and titanium is titanium gives you like those melody shards, but adamantite is just stats, lots and lots of stats, and I like stats, so I will be making adamantite stuff. Oh, something actually kind of nice is that since we happen to have extra stuff, I can make both the melee and the ranger set. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys realize this. So for the hard mode ore sets, your chest plate and legs are the same for every class, but the helmet is what decides what class you are, and you have a different set bonus for each class. So like the helmet is for melee. I have a bunch of melee stats here, and you can see the set bonus is melee and move speed increase. But if I swap over to my ranger helmet, then the set bonus is 25% chance. That's a garbage. Oh, pirates. Okay, pirates you don't love to see because pirates are pretty dangerous, especially in expert mode. So I'm thinking that's going to be a next time episode, a next time thing, because I've done way too much in this episode already. So I think I'll just block myself in a little box here, and see you guys next time. Yeah, bye.